So this is our own renovation. It was a massive job. It was an ugly house that we have transformed. It's got my take on that mid-century modern vibe, definitely a Palm Springs influence. But we've also got amazing solar panels on here, giving us 10.5 kilowatts. It's very low profile, meaning from the front here you hardly see it, but it fits perfectly with the style of architecture we wanted. We've got a good looking house that's going to be cheap to run because we're getting all of the power from the sun. So that's why you're here, mate.
So James, the home is absolutely beautiful, and I know when you first spoke to me about solar power, aesthetics was really important to you. Just tell me about the design process and incorporating solar power.
For me, it just makes sense. It's not just about sort of being environmental and saving the planet and watching what we're using for our energy. It makes financial sense because energy costs are going up so much. So I'd say 95% of my clients are doing solar now, and in the last 5 years, that's gone up so much. For us, the aesthetics were important. I needed a nice streetscape here. I've transformed a home, but we knew we wanted solar straight away. It was all about creating a home that's beautiful to live in and energy efficient to run. We've got the double glazed windows and there's big decisions made here, but it started from the roof up and worked down. I wanted beautiful solar panels, and you recommended me for the I know it's LONGi internationally. I've got to cover both with Sandro. LONGi, being in Australia, we call it LONGi, because of the quality of the panels, and they are such a low profile that they meant they could sit on my beautiful roof. I mean, I've invested in a good roof here. I didn't want the panels to dominate and ruin the design. So I think you can still have a great looking home, but a really energy efficient home. And that's something that's so exciting now for the times we're living in.
And when you're James Treble, street appeal matters, right?
Street appeal matters,
and look, I can't see the panels, so you've done a fantastic job.
Well, they are there. From certain angles you can see them, but what we're lucky here is we've got a roof line that opens up on the gable end to the front facade. The sun rises on that side and goes straight over and sets on that side. So we've actually split the system onto 3 faces. So we've got it on the east, the west, and a little bit on the north as well. And that was something that we were able to do with the panels, and we can track that as well. What's exciting to see, even when it's cloudy, you can look on the inverter there and see that we're actually still making money and saving the energy costs because it's still tracking the sun and picking up on all that beautiful energy from Mother Nature.
Well, I can't wait to see what's beyond that yellow door.
Come on in, mate. The sustainability here, we've got lots of insulation. We've gone for double glazed windows, and you can hear the difference. We've got lots of, not so much traffic here, lots of birds, and you can even hear the waves. We're not that far away, but the clicking of those locks all the sound out. And even the roofing profile, we knew that we needed a roof that was going to be able to deal with Mother Nature. We can get some strong storms here, so we've gone for that sort of, it's a Snapline 45, it clicks in, it gives us that standing seam profile, but it's a nice wide panel. And that's why it was so important, because we wanted a beautiful roof that could get the water off quickly, but we also want solar panels for our energy, and we didn't want that to ruin it. And that's why the combination of your advice and how we ended up getting the solar panels on here was to be able to tick all the boxes in a really functional, practical, but also beautiful way.
No, fantastic. Well, in the conversations we've had over the years, I know the environment's been very important to you, and I knew that was a big part of your choices around building this home. So it's amazing just to see what you've done to it. And of course, I'm so happy you've chosen to use LONGi solar panels on your roof.
Well, we were super excited. The team were great to work with. We had installation. We were so worried, mate, like Cyclone Tracy hit this place like the day before we were due to put it on. But they turned up, they were switched on. So we organised a great team. We've got a great looking product. A big thing about the roofing companies, reputable ones too, is how the solar panel's connected. So that LONGi or LONGi panel is actually quite a low profile. And because it's so energy efficient, even in my time now, I've seen a massive change in how many panels I need for how many kilowatts I get. So we've got about 25 panels, I think, on the roof.
10 kilowatts.
10 kilowatts. So that's amazing because the panels are getting more energy efficient. So it's not, just dropping off one quickly, but it is eventually becoming that way. Connecting it on there, we got this great little clip that they had, this sort of S5 clip. So it clipped over the roof profile, attached in, and then that allows this bracket to hold the roof panels close. So it just complemented their amazing product because it was so low, and we ended up with something that was really flat and low profile. I didn't want something that sat too high and got chunky, and dust and leaves and things can get under the panels. I think that was really important. So it was just a great symbiotic sort of combination of finishes. And the team that, as I said, they brought them on board. So they just did a great job. The design of it's really important. So as I said, we've got the roof plane like this. So we're sitting here in the middle and we've got a ridge. So this side is facing east, the sun rises that side. So we get the sun first thing in the morning. And then as it goes over during the top of the day, we've got a little bit of a roof angle going off this side, which is now the ensuite where the laundry used to be.
Yep.
That's our north face. So we've managed to put some panels there. And then the big panels are on the other side facing west, because that strong sun that just bakes and is really hot in summer, well, we are capturing all of that. And it's honestly so exciting. Sandra and I went around like kids in a candy store looking at the inverter, and we could see the sun was almost set. Like, it was amazing. I couldn't see the sun source, I could just see light, and it was still showing us that we were getting energy. Like, I don't know, how can you not be excited by that? I'm utterly excited, and it's helping, the waist, the back pocket, and being aware from where that energy is coming from is so important.
The home is super stylish and sophisticated, James, much like yourself.
So much like myself, mate.
And you've actually chosen the perfect panel as well. I mean, big and low profile, it looks beautiful anyway, but that LONGi solar panel is stunning. You've got it all black, which I'm a big fan of.
Yeah.
So fundamentally, you couldn't have done any better. I know LONGi's latest panel is even slicker, even more sophisticated, and even blacker.
Really?
It's actually blacker than I am.
Well, I like that. It means I might have to start thinking about the next renovation. Don't tell Sandro. Look, it was about understanding where money was going, and we have spent money to transform this home, but time and costs for this particular job, for this project, we still came out on top because we've transformed the home without having to knock down and build a new home, because it just wasn't right for this particular job. And as far as the cost of being able to have it invested in there, its longevity, I think that's important. For me, putting money into flooring and the finishes, all of these items is beautiful, and it will add value to the value of this home. But solar is one of the only items that you are spending that is actually financially giving you a return, because it is lowering your bills forever. And that's the important thing that people need to realize. I can't really think of another item that you put into your home that actually gives you that return, other than value and capital gains on the value of your property. So it's an important financial decision, as well as all the benefits to live with it. I'm super sold, as you can tell.
As long as you pick wisely, solar is a lifetime investment, and you're looking for a panel that's going to work for at least 25 years, if not more.
Yeah.
And what you've honestly done is chosen a brand that has a great track record of not only performance, great cost, but at the same token reliability. And really, that panel's going to be serving you and potentially the future owners for many, many years to come.
The future owners are our kids. Alexander's already calling it in his inheritance. How's my inheritance?